Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a moist day here on the ridge.
It's finally not raining for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it is a beautiful morning.
It is. I mean, they're calling for rain all the way up to...
Well, my app shows clear skies, 90 or like almost 90 degrees
Well,
tomorrow.
but there's a chance, like every single day for the next 5-6 days, something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So we're back into the mud, y'all. That's exciting.
Yep, Aunt Sherry and Uncle Bob had an amazing visit, and we saw them off yesterday. I need to check with her and see how far they got before the rain maybe got them out. But.
Yeah, they were not really lollygagging, but you know, it's always hard to leave when you're having a great time and it's people that you...
You know, the goodbyes take 2 hours.
Yeah, and well, I guess I met Aunt Sherry once, didn't I?
I don't remember.
At the Eagles, maybe. But this is the first time of really being able to sit down and meet them. You know, I've heard all about them, and of course, you know, their son. But what a great time. It honestly, guys, they came in and, you know, their first time getting to meet me, my first time meeting them, and well, you would have thought they've known me since I was a child.
Oh yeah,
so,
2 peas in a pod. They had so much fun. They played on the sawmill and
yeah, he does a lot of wood cutting and stuff like that, and he's got an Alaskan sawmill, you know, where you just hook it up with your regular chainsaw and mill up logs, and that was an option that we looked at one point, but
nice.
Was just...
All right, Jake just walked in.
Too much.
Where'd that come from? Oh. Do you want to say hi, Jake? Everyone misses you. They're like, we never see Jake anymore.
Sorry, busy. Real quick, look at the date on that thing.
Yeah.
You want to sit on my lap, son?
Hi, everybody. That's what happens when they give you pouches. I don't want pouches.
Yeah, so Jake's up and at it already this morning, and hopefully there's a guy coming gonna get rid of his old car that we drug it down here and it had some engine issues, and I said, well, we're not digging into an engine like that until the shop's up, and well, you guys know the shop's not up, but he bought the truck, which he wanted more anyways, and well, we still got finished putting that together, but you know, we got nothing going on around here.
What?
He is bringing you cash, right?
To be fair, I don't know. He was just like, he asked me what my bottom was. I told him, and he's like, I'll be there on Saturday. So.
Is it Saturday?
Yes.
It's Saturday.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's Saturday, and we're up at 8 in the morning.
I'm always up. Welcome to my world. Oh, that sun's coming up.
But,
so,
no, it was really great having them come, and the nugget nest worked perfect. Guys, they rode down, and it's got somebody thinking now because of what they came down here on. It wasn't a normal, hey, I'm going to take a long... Well, for them it is, and for a lot of people it is, but not what you would typically think
it was so cool.
They would ride down on. But, yeah, he's got I think it's like a 2004 Honda Goldwing. And they bought it brand new. They rode it ever since as a two-wheeler, but now here a year or two ago or whenever, they actually did the trike conversion on it. And
it's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
Not gonna lie. And I'm like a fierce scaredy cat of motorcycles. So, but it is pretty sweet. Add a little cargo trailer in the back.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
So they were dodging rain to get home yesterday, and knew they weren't going to dodge it much, but they come prepared as you normally should, and they had
all the gear,
all the riding gear to stay warm, stay dry, and get home safely. So, and neither one of them are inexperienced of riding in the rain, and with the trike, it's actually a lot more stable, and especially with the extra fairings and wings that he had on it to divert the wind and rain, makes it a much better ride. So. But that was fun, and I got an awesome gift, and it's sitting inside, so I forgot to bring it out, but...
Oh, I'll go grab it for you. Talk to the lovely people.
Uncle Bob makes a lot of knives, some hand wooden, some deer antler, with the sheaths and everything, and it's just fun little hobby for him. He likes to make them, and we had got talking, and Tara's like, well, you should make one. And with him and I talked a bit about, well, what I carried every day, what would I use it for. And I said, well, just my everyday knife that I normally carry, the little belt clip that's supposed to hold it in your pocket, like they always seem to get bent or stretched out or something, and it won't like stay in my pocket, and I don't like one down in my pocket. And so he made this, y'all, and it is that totally sweet handmade with a deer antler.
It's super cool.
This was his everyday carry knife, guys. He pulled it off his belt loop to give to me, and yeah,
it meant a lot.
A lot. So, and it will fit in my overall pocket, the little drop down cargo pocket deal or whatever. So that's super sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know Aunt Sherry will be listening to this at some point. So, tell Uncle Bob thank you again.
Yeah. It was a beautiful visit. Beautiful. I hated to see him go, but loved the time that we got to spend together. Yeah,
it was some much needed kind of downtime, but we did. It's funny because Uncle Bob come down and he's a lot like us, where there's no sitting around. Like, okay, we're on vacation, that's cool. I think the first night we just kind of hung out a little bit, and then we got up the next morning, had breakfast, and then he's like, okay, what are we working on? And so we went and we milled up some logs. And the super cool part about it was we had gotten some, what should just be firewood. Most of the center of the tree was rotted, but there were some chunks that were 3 to 4 foot long that were still solid in the middle. And
I had suggested it at one point because I'm like, I bet we could get some, all it's got to do is be 4 foot wide.
Yeah, and it's some beautiful red oak. And so it took a little bit of configuring because that piece that we grabbed was, it was a little too big for the mill. And so we had to do a little bit of trimming and shaving to get it on there. But then also it wouldn't fit. It was too short to fit to touch 2 rungs. So we had to like put a board in. We should have filmed it. We should. But it's one of those two guys
we
that
just enjoy
we love
time.
to get everything out for y'all. We really do. But there's also times that we just have to enjoy the moment and do what we got to do and not worry about a camera. And it was awesome. That wood came out beautiful. Got some nice 1.5-inch slabs. We did a live edge, left a live edge on one side so that, we can make it into shelving, or if I need to, we can cut it down to get it through the planer and, glue them together and make a tabletop or something. But, it's got some time to dry. That's not anything I'm going to work with anytime soon. But that reminds me, I do this morning need to get that stuff off because it sat out in the rain like a ninny poo. And I should have brought it in, but...
Well, yesterday wasn't the most prime day.
That was...
Got some bad news from back home, guys. So, we were coming off our amazing visit with Uncle Bob and Aunt Sherry. Literally within an hour after they left, we got a phone call. And, you want to share? Jason's adopted dad passed away yesterday. So he got a call from Ma and kind of changed the dynamic for the day, pretty much for the whole day as it should be. So
he was really sick, guys. I can't remember.
Lewy body?
It was Lewy body disease. It's a super aggressive form of dementia, and it works really, really fast and really, really aggressive on the brain and the body. And he went downhill fast. let's see, I moved home back up there around 2015. Lived at home for a while until probably right around 2018.
Yeah.
And that was right
'Cause
around
you were still on the farm when we met.
When we met. And it was right around that time, 2017, 2018, I think, that we started noticing a big change in him. And that's when he had got diagnosed. And it was almost overnight, it seemed. He went from being able to work at the tree farm that he worked at for probably most, if not all, of his adult life, being able to work there all day and then come home and run a farm, a full-on cattle dairy, which they sold freezer beef. Well, they still do. Mom does. But, the milking that we did at home was just for the calves, just for feeding. And she had a couple clients that would come in and buy the raw milk, but never at a full-on, like, hey, it's a dairy farm, or hey, it's a beef farm. But a family farm. That's dad, and they grew up doing that, as their kids and the generation before. And
of course, it makes it harder that we're 12 hours away. We can't just jump in and go. And we've been in touch with the family. After they had called, they called back, and so they're actually going to be donating, to science. And so that'll take a little bit of time. And then we're going to do a celebration of life June 22nd. So we'll be headed back up to Michigan for that. And, there's never an optimum time to schedule any of that. You just don't. It comes unexpected. I mean, expected but unexpected, if that makes sense. And so...
he's at a better place.
Yeah, he is. And so we've rearranged our schedule a little bit. Unfortunately, that means that my friends, the Bartons, can't come and visit because we're going to be in Michigan during that time. So it means a lot for us to be able to be there. It means a lot. I mean, I didn't know him all that well. I mean, met him several times, and always pretty awesome with me. Jason was always out there, so I need to be there for my husband, and it's whatever he wants, whatever he needs, and if we need to go, we go. So that's, just kind of makes for. I just piddled around yesterday and baked or cleaned and processed foods and cooked and stuff, and kind of just let him have his time. And when he needed me, I tried to be there. Definitely hard to get a good start today. But we knew we needed to come on here and kind of explain that absence, and continued prayers for all the family, and safe travels for all those that are going to be traveling for this. So, it's just another reminder that when you do move away like this, you move away from those quick connections. It doesn't necessarily change the heart or the connection that's there. It just makes it harder to, when things like this happen, it makes it harder to comfort each other, because you comfort from afar. So, and of course, there's always that, well, last time we were there, we probably should have gone. Just those types of things. So the small regrets, all of that. So, just processing all of that. It's a mourning process, and it's a process, guys. So, but we're going to keep this short. I've got editing to do, and got breakfast to make, and I'm sure you still have phone calls to make and things like that. And, you know, we reach out also again to the kids and comfort them as well. So, but we appreciate you guys, and I'm proud of him for being able to come on as long as he did. But we're going to get on with our day. We're going to do our best to keep moving forward and start making those rearrangement plans for heading up north. And of course, that also reminds me too, we've made some slight adjustments to the plans of our family member moving down here too. They're still coming Monday. We're just not making the big haul. For us to be able to get out and get bid, we didn't have it in us, and they need to be here anyway. We're all going back up in June and July as well. So to add that extra trip when we could do it at a later date just made more sense for her to just go ahead and come on down, bring what you can, and we'll figure it out from there. It's, what does David say about plans?
Never a set plan, it's a game plan.
It's a game plan. And those are fluid, and those always have to be adjusted, and you have to adapt and overcome. So we're going to say goodbye, folks, and, just pray for comfort for the family. And we're just going to keep on keeping on the best we can. So, any last words, my love? Okay. All right. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the other side.